All right, hello again, everybody. Welcome back. We're going to finish up our game, the last video. We're almost there. We have our little character here running around the screen. We have the different scenes we got from the level 2 scene of our knight attacking and the level 3 scene. We have our dangers and our little coin. We're going to finish up today with the last stuff we need to do, which is make it so that our character can die and lose the game. We already have the winning ability we created, so we're going to make it so we can lose this game, and that's going to be the last thing we need. So we lose the game, of course, when our lives drop to 0. So what we need to do is test every time we die, every time our character touches the knight or one of the sons. We need to test to see if we have reached 0 lives. So change lives by -1. We're going to do our little death animation. And right here, after we've faded out our character, we're going to check right here to see if our character has 0 lives. And we're going to do an if-else, because if we have 0 lives, we want one thing to happen. If we don't have 0 lives, we want this second thing to happen where we switch back in and go to the, keep playing. So this is going to be our else, right? Keep playing if we don't have 0 lives. But if our lives equals or less than, let's say for lives are less than 1, if we go to our variables, if the lives we have are less than 1, we're going to want to broadcast the signal to end the game. So we're going to broadcast, where broadcast is up here. We're going to do a broadcast and wait. We're going to broadcast game over. So what do we want to happen when we hit the game over signal? Well, in the main character, when game over happens, we want to stop all the scripts in the character from running. So we're going to where'd it go? Stop here. Stop, not all, but just stop other scripts in the sprite. Just like we did for the winning, we stopped all the other scripts in the sprite. Everything else kept happening, but we just sort of paused the game. So it's going to stop all the scripts from happening, and then I want to have a little splash screen that comes up that says game over, you lost, sorry, press Z to play again, right? Because the Z button, we want to make the Z button be the button that we press to restart the game. So I want to have a little text screen come up, and to do that, I want to have some transparent text. Transparent text maker PNG. So I think there's a couple different ways we could do text. Transparent text generator. This might be a pretty good. Yeah, this was a good one. So I have this thing that says game over, and I have all kinds of different things. Let's do this little lightning bolt. That's pretty cool. We've got some snow. All kinds of different scripts I can write. Ooh, atomic sushi. That's pretty good for a game over screen. Ooh, spikes. There you go. Spikes. Spikes look like game over. So pick your. Oh, candy canes. If you're doing a Christmas theme, that'd be pretty good. I'm gonna do the spikes. That seems pretty good. And I'm gonna generate that. Oh, what happened? Didn't like me, everybody. Game over for the spikes. Let's see if I can make this happen. Oh, didn't like it. Right, all that in one. No, let's not do that. One more time. Game over. Let's make it be spiky. Where'd my spikes go? Did I miss them? There we go. There we go. Game over. Oh, I want it in red. Red seems fine. Red seems fine. Let's download this image. And then let's go back to our main game here. And I want to create a new sprite that has this text. So the text was here, my game over message. So there it says game over. That's pretty good. Put it right about there. And I want this game over screen, I want it to be hidden. So when I receive the signal to start the game, I want you to hide. I want it to be hidden all the time from the very beginning. And I want you to appear when I receive the signal that the game is over. So when I receive game over, I want to have it fade into view. So we have this looks category. We have these different effects. Set ghost effect, right? I can do a fade in. That lets it fade in and out. 0 is no ghosting. I could do maybe a whirl. What's that look like? 50. 70 whirl. Doesn't really whirl. A lot of whirling happening. Let's do a mosaic maybe. Oh, that's pretty interesting. 20, 10, huh. I don't know, mosaic is a little strange. What about pixelate? That's pretty good. You know, let's just do the regular old fade in. Let's do the regular old fade in. So I want to have it to be completely blank at first, right? Completely blank. And then I want it to fade in, so I need to do a repeat. And I need to change my ghost effect by, let's call it -10. So that's a little fast. Let's maybe go 50 and make it -2. That's pretty good. Or I can repeat it 100 times, change it by -1. So it's fading from 100 down to 0. So it's completely clear. And so that's pretty good. It says game over. So when I press the flag, right, we're fine. If I touch that, there's my lives being 2 lives. Oh, why did that happen? Let's check out what happened, everybody. Oh, lives greater than 1. Oops, I made a mistake here. I want to say lives are less than 1. If my lives are less than 1, lives less than 1. So I always test your program, everybody. Let's try this one more time. Click it. It should clear that. Ooh, and I need to clear my graphic effects as well. So I need to take all of this and put that in my new game signal. Make it so my new game starts off correct. Clear the graphics. Point and direction 90. I need to set up all my initial positions when my game starts. So good thing we tested this, everyone. Clear the graphic effects. Set my costume to idle. Go to my starting position. Point in the right direction. All those initial conditions need to be set up when we start the game. So let's try this one more time. Game is here. I've died 1 time. Back again. Died 2 times. And let's die my last time. Let's see what happens now. Fades away and it says game over. So I want it to also say press Z to start again. So I need another script that does that. So let's go back to our thing here. Let's see. Go back. Press Z to play again. Let's do another one. Press Z to play again. And let's do that in some other text here. What's a good one? I like this bitwise. That seems pretty good. Oh, and you know what? I want to change the color. I want to change the text color to, let's call it green. This nice green here. There we go. So there's my text. I want to have another sprite then, another sprite, and do the same thing. I want to have that fade in as well. So I get my sprite here, my text. I'm going to put it, I need to shrink it a little bit. It's a little too big. Let's shrink it down to 70%. That's pretty good. It'll be right there, 70% right there. And I want it to fade in as well. So I'm going to do the same thing here. When I receive start, I want it to hide, right? And when I receive game over, well, maybe not game over. Maybe I want it to come up. Well, I guess I can have it come up at the same time. Let's try it out. So there's 1 death, 2 deaths. Now let's die somewhere else. Let's see what it looks like. Hit by that sun. Game over, press Z to play again. Okay, so I need now to be able to press Z to start my game again. So to do this, I need one more little control mechanism, and I need to say when the Z key is pressed, when I press the Z key, I want to broadcast the signal for a new game. New game. So no matter where I am, if I press Z, a new game begins. Woo! There you go, everyone. I think that we have our completed... Oh, I died. I think we have our completed game. There's a little kinks, of course. There's always little things that are weird about it. There we go. I won. Press Z to play again. Press Z. Oh, one more thing I need to do. I need to make sure my speaking is clear. So I need to do one more reset. One more thing in the reset. I need to say a blank statement. Say blank. Point in the correct direction. Clear my graphic effects. Switch to the idle costume. All this initial condition is what we need. So there's one more thing one more way I want to die. I want my character to be able to, when it falls down too much, when it falls off the edge, I want this to be a pit trap. I need a pit trap as well. So one more type of death. I want to have it so when my Y value, when my character goes too far down in the Y value, let's say I missed my jump here, right? Falling down. When it gets too far down in the Y value, I want it to have a character death as well. So we'll call it, let's see, what Y value do I want? Something right about here. This would be good enough. So where is this Y value? Let's see my Y value. If my Y position is negative 190, let's say negative 200. Negative 200. That's going to be, well, negative 190 is fine. So I need one more if. I need to say if my Y value is less than 200 or less than negative 190, if my Y value, Y position of my character here is less than negative 190, then I want to broadcast death as well. There's all my abilities to die here. Oh, there I fell down, died. I could maybe make it a little bit more than, maybe make it negative 170, so I can see the animation. Let's see. That's pretty good. So that's it, everyone. That's the game. You set it up. Press Z to play. Can I clear this one here? Press Z, and then my game restarts. So this is our game. We have the ability to die. We have the ability to win. We have our lives being checked. If our lives are less than 1, game over. We have our game over screens coming up. We have all the ground sprites created, showing and hiding at different levels. We have our character here with the touching ground ability, right? All this ground touching, checking every sprite to see if I'm touching the ground. Make sure if you add any other ground sprites, they're all here. And we have our resetting. Make sure we reset all the different attributes. Initial position, initial direction pointing, clearing the say, switching to a costume, clearing the graphic effects, and then broadcasting start. And this is our main part of the game. Idle screen, our left and right arrow motion, changing the costumes, making sure we're staying within the costume section, right? Check your costume numbers. And then our falling here, if we're touching the ground, do nothing, otherwise fall down and switch to our falling costume. If we press space, switch to our jumping costume. This has brought the two levels. You can also add another piece here if you want your character to not go to the left and right. You want to stop them from exiting the screen on the beginning, on the first level and the last level. You can set those up. And then we have all the different abilities, all the different ways we can die, and the one way we can win by touching the coin, our little coin. And again, we did our animations for some of these. We had some costumes for some of these actions. Our knight here we had changing these costumes. We had these suns moving up and down, pointing up or pointing down, and moving 5 steps and bouncing. So we had them bounce around. You could do that. You could do something where it tracks towards the character. You can have like a little flying bat that kind of moves towards the character, right? You can have them point in direction or point towards the character. There's that ability, I believe. You have the ability to point towards the character. Point towards, yeah, here we go. You can point towards the main sprite, and that would have it be following along, right? We can have it be doing that as well. Following the character instead of pointing in a particular direction. That might make it a little more dangerous, right? Have a little bat or some kind of action trying to attack our character, point towards it, and move in that direction towards it. So lots of different animations, lots of different action here. But once you have this, this would be 100%. You get 100% from this. You have all the ability to die, all the ability to win the game, play again, all these things. 100% right here. So if you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully these videos were helpful. I will see you all next time. Good luck and have a safe break.